What else are we looking at for phony final scores this week here, Fez?
Oh my goodness. Atlanta Falcons, they don't cover. They win by two. They're laying, 2.5 to
Yep.
2.75, went up to three, back to 2.75. Of course, when I say 2.75, means a split between 2.5 and three, and two phony touchdowns for Atlanta. So they get a weird pick six where the ball gets deflected up and 20 feet in the air. And those never get caught with the ball spinning around. Not only does it get caught, but it gets returned, and also a quirky recovery in the end zone. So two freaky touchdowns for Atlanta, and they still don't cover. So Atlanta wins, but we downgrade Atlanta. I think we have to upgrade New Orleans.
And when you say, for maybe some of our listeners, that you say 2.75, that's minus 2.5, minus 120 on the VIG, correct?
Yes, but I like to just explain it like half the books have 2.5 and half have three. But yeah, basically they have the minus 2.5, minus 120, or another book has plus three, lay $1.20. Exactly.
All right. What else? Anything else as far as phony final scores for week 4?
Minnesota, Green Bay. I got to downgrade Green Bay. They lose by two. By the way, I had a look ahead. I tweeted this when it was 28-0. I said, what a good customer I am. I bet plus two on a look ahead line when there was uncertainty about Love. And I thought for sure Love was going to come back. And sure enough, boom, he comes back. They close minus, 2.8. And I needed every bit of that plus two to get my push. But Minnesota took it to them up 28-0. So obviously I'm going to upgrade Minnesota, downgrade Green Bay, and largely ignore the stats associated with the game.
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota just absolutely just came out on fire in that game. Like Fez mentioned, up 28-0, led by Aaron Jones having a big week in his return to Lambeau Field. And of course, Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson, and the Minnesota Vikings now improving to an undefeated 4-0 on the season thus far. Anything else we're looking at as phony final scores for this week, Fez?
I don't think the Bears Rams game was maybe I'm biased because I had the Rams plus three, but the Bears win by 6. I thought they got outplayed for a good chunk of the game, and the ball bounced right for a Bears team that got outgained by 60 yards, out yardaged by 0.7 yards per play. So quite a phony final, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, this was the week where maybe a lot of fantasy players out there. I know we don't talk a whole heck of a lot about fantasy, or maybe even player props. That DeAndre Swift had his coming out party for the season after a woeful first 3 weeks for the Chicago Bears there, but he finally showed up for this team. Especially since that running game was really non-existent through the first 3 weeks there. But it was good to see him, come out and play well for the Chicago Bears.